heading out to Independence. We turned off the phone a little bit there because Guy called in. And then we had a spam call, so we had to cut that out. So now we're back filming. You're going to get to see the sanitation district's roof again. The great work that they've done here. Much better job than what they did in Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, letting the whole river get filled with lush sludge. But thanks to President, if they listen to the President, thanks to President Donald Trump, they'll get it straightened out. And he will get the job done. Won't be easy, but he will do it because he's a doer. That's what I love about him. He and J.D. Vance and all the other team members, all of them, have been just unbelievably great team for America. And when these Democrats attack them, ignore them. Because they don't know beans from apple butter. Gee willikers. Love them, but ignore them. Love them, but ignore them. Listen to President Trump and J.D. Vance and team. That over there is where the sanitation district is, too. It's done a beautiful job. And, 275 flying on, east and west. Thanks to my wife, Miss June, I am back to, I wouldn't say normal, but I'm back to trying to get to be normal at 82. Thanks to her and all her hard work. She is a dynamic lady, has always been, since I met her July the 28th, 1985. We got married on March the 31st, 1989, and took off on our honeymoon across the 8 countries in Europe. Gas has gone up a little bit, $2.89. $3.89? 40 cents. Gone up 40 cents. Yeah, that's a shocker. Because it was down when we come back by, wasn't it? Well, we wait and get gas later. Maybe I have to get my gas over at Costco's. Our Kroger's, we get some points off. New church there, kids' church, available on Sundays. It's a pretty place they built there. Old Madison Pike, and here's my railroad train yard here. You'll see down through here. And Pioneer Park, where the walkers are out, even though the rain's out there. Down here is our new Kenton County school building, central office. Welcome to Covington, founded in 1815. And then we'll be in Independence when we get to the top of the hill out here. Pioneer Park. Great place to come walk and play games and have fun. And a great lake up the top of the hill. Wish we had time to run up and see it, but we don't. Well, June and I'll get back down to look at it, though. Doe Run Lake. There's the entrance to the park right there. Thank you, John Breckenridge. Thank you, Floyd Kells. And thank you, Kenton County Fiscal Court with Judge Dressman. Some great team members. That accepted the grants that I helped get when I was with Congressman Breckenridge as his field representative in Washington. You can see the dam back there on the lake, Doe Run Lake. to pick up anything from the dairy, hon? Over there that you want? Or from the cake place over there, you need to pick up anything?
No.
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm a new man. I can't wait to call Judy and give her the word. I'm glad guy called. Pleasure I'll drive. Speed limit 55 on South 17. Cutting the hill. Did you text Tanya and tell her we were headed home? Good. The Fowler Creek Road down there. We're going to have a mayor's meeting out here in Independence at a new facility they've got, so I understand. I'll have to call and check that out. It's going to be this Saturday, I think, but I'm not sure on that. Janine from the Optimist Club told me about it. Of course, I won't be able to get out yet on things like that for a while. And I'll miss going to the homeless shelter. Randy will have to go alone, and miss being able to go to him, that with him, the fourth Friday of this month too. And then, but next month I should be ready to go. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. There's the American flag. Independence, Kentucky. Hometown. The heart of Kenton County. Of course, where I was born was over on Wolf Road. I had to get the address over there before you go over the first little hill. Little frame house on the right. And Mom and Dad had that house built. Garnet and Alton Bingham Stephenson. That's where us 5 kids started. Barbara went on and rode the train back and forth to Eastern Kentucky University and got her degree and became a 4th grade teacher. In fact, she was kind of qualified to teach in all grades, 1st through 12th. And Gerald, he went off to the service, was ski instructor in Hokkaido, Japan. Spent his time over there teaching the soldiers how to ski. And come back home, worked hard at Baldwin Piano Company and then at Formica Corporation. Mia Ruth, she was off singing with Jackie Robinson and the Robinson Family Singers. After my first campaign, they went with me on running for Commissioner of Agriculture in Kentucky when I was 30 years old, 1975. And after that, they took off on the road and made their living. And they're on a big farm in Owen County called the Kentucky Jamboree. Now Mia Ruth is 89 years old and still singing at Walmart in Carrollton, Kentucky as the greeter. And Mark is leader of the music at East English Christian Church in Carrollton, Kentucky with the family singing. All of them going through the singings for the church. Mark's a great deacon and elder there at the church. Rachel's out west, living, I think, in Arizona. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's the case. Rebecca and Julie are in central Kentucky and I think Georgetown area. I'm thinking who else there is. Oh, we're home. Good job, Miss June. Perfect.